The preliminary numbers are in, and it looks like May was a pretty decent month for Portland Metro real estate. Let's take a look at the very latest stats and trends in our local market. Hi everyone, RMLligan here, and as always I'm bringing you the very latest in Portland Metro's local real estate stats and trends. My sample set includes the full Portland Metro area, including Southwest Washington. As always, if you have any questions about what's going on in a specific area, just drop me a line or post your question in the comments section right here. And be sure to stick around to the very end of the video. I always include a couple of mortgage rate sheets plus some national real estate charts and stats. First up are sale prices. Sale prices were pretty strong in May. It looks like the average sale price for the full month is going to land in positive territory by about 2.8%. That doesn't feel so great given that inflation is hovering at around 3.8% right now. However, it's a pretty strong showing for 2026 and it beats the heck out of the 2.2% drop that we saw in sale prices in the year-over-year numbers for the month of April. Are these stronger sale prices continuing to hold? Is this a bigger trend? And it looks like the answer is yes. The average sale price for this past week landed around 3.6% higher than the same week last year. We'll see if the prices continue to hold on as we head into June. Next up are mortgage rates, the thing that could slow down sale prices. Mortgage rates did rise back up another 1/8 of a point from where we were last week. That was on the tails of a pretty decent showing in the latest jobs report. On Friday morning, the best rate I could find advertised by a local lender was 6.375%. with 3/8 of a discount point and an APR of 6.468%. That's for the 30-year fixed. As always, I'll toss a couple of rate sheets at the end of this video so that you can see the full suite of loan programs available. One thing to note is that the yield on the 10-year treasury was on the rise today, which indicates that mortgage rates may be a bit higher as we open for business on Monday. Next up is buyer demand. This week we're comparing a non-holiday week to roughly the same week in 2025, which was a holiday week. Memorial Day was a little later last year and it fell into a different week. So the supply numbers should look a little low by comparison and the demand numbers should look a little higher. And that proved to be true. The number of purchase contracts agreed to by buyers and sellers was still pretty good at 670 compared to only 599 last year. Looking at the greater trend, the demand numbers have now outpaced last year's demand in 18 of the 19 most recent weeks, and that's a trend that still looks to be holding, at least for now. Now on to supply. The number of homes that came to the market this past week was lower than in the same week in 2025. Like I said, that was to be expected due to Memorial Day happening a bit later last year. We had about 669 homes hit the market this past week compared to 763 for the same week in 2025. So for 5 of the 6 most recent weeks, we've seen fewer homes listed for sale than in 2025. The overall inventory number was flat compared to the previous week, which was a little surprising. It is normal to see the inventory numbers climb at this time of year. Currently, buyers have around 2.2% fewer homes to choose from compared to last year at this time. Just as a reminder, the overall inventory of homes to purchase in the metro area has been climbing for about 3.5 years straight. This is something new. All right, it's time to sum up the big trends that we're following this week. Sale prices were up compared to the previous week and compared to 2025. Supply was flat, buyer demand was down compared to the previous week, but up compared to last year at this time, and mortgage rates are inching back up. And there it is, the very latest in Portland Metro real estate stats and trends. Thank you for joining me for this week's report. As always, I would love it if you gave this video a like or follow the channel if you haven't already. Have an awesome weekend, and I will see you right here next week.